minute. I think we are live. Just check we are live. Let's just double check. I think we're good to go. A minute. I think we are live. Just check we are live. Yeah, there we go. We are live. We are live. Let's just double check. I think we're good. Right, we are live. We are live right now. And just getting everything ready. So how's it going here for our live stream? Just getting everyone's sounds checking here. Everything's good to go here. So just to see us for our live stream, drawing live stream today. Mind and draw. 45-minute session today. Sorry a wee bit late. Just a wee 5 minutes late. I was just on a phone call there. But I'm good to go now. So again, just today's session, really just need pens, pencils, just an object as well. You need an object and to draw to, and that's really it. So we are going to do a wee bit of blind drawing, a wee bit of continuous blind drawing, kind of mindfulness drawing. We're also going to do a bit of still life as well, but with a kind of surreal background, so a very kind of fun, creative challenge. So that's the plan today. You know, hopefully we're just going to start in about 5 minutes. We'll just get everything going. So, hope everyone's doing well. Again, this is going to be another, I would say about half an hour. No, I'm going to say 40 minutes, 45 minutes session, and we'll just go from there. As you can see, I'm here at the studio today doing this session, and we'll just go from there. We'll give it kind of 5 minutes, and we'll go from there. So I'm just going to let it sit, and I've got plenty of materials here. And we'll go from there. So plan today, blind drawing, more continuous blind drawing patterns. That's going to be the idea. We'll do that for about 20 minutes, and then we'll do a wee kind of recap, plans going forward for Mind and Draw as well. We're going to give you a wee bit of information about that. And then we're going to do a bit of still life with a very surreal setting and kind of feel to it. So we're going to do a bit of kind of surrealism and stuff like that. I've been doing this recently with a few groups and it's been going down well. So that's going to be the plan today, and we'll just go from there. But we'll start in probably about 4 or 5 minutes. 10 past we'll start. We're going to see if we get a few people coming on, and we'll just go from there. But if you are on right now, leave a comment on the chat. I think I do have the chat on, so leave a comment. Feel free to just chat. If you've got any questions, let me know. I'm happy to answer them, and we'll just go from there. But we are just going to start in a couple of minutes, and we'll go from there. So the plan today really is a wee bit of blind drawing, a bit of continuous blind drawing. We're going to do just a wee twist to what I usually do with a blind drawing, and we'll go from there. And then we'll do a wee kind of recap, tell you a wee bit what the plans going forward, because we've been doing a lot of these live streams. You know, they've been going down well, and it's been very popular. So I'm just kind of saying, right, we're doing this, we're doing that. But also next week we've got Mental Health Week, which the theme is kindness, and we're going to be doing a bit for that. So yeah, just leave a wee comment on the chat. Let me know you're here. I'll be happy to get started. I will get started in about 3 minutes, so about 10 past we'll get started. We'll just get a few more people coming in just to join in the stream. But the plan today is, if you've got an object at home that you want to draw to, get an object and we can draw to that. And also just pens or pencils, anything to draw with, and some paper, plenty of paper. You don't need a lot of paper, maybe about 4 or 5 pieces of paper, so there's not a problem there. And that's really it. I'm just going to move this camera down a wee bit just here. There we go, just so that I can, yeah, there we go. That's fine. Yeah, just so that I can see a wee bit better. But that is the plan today. Again, if you're on the stream right now, just put a wee comment on the chat, and feel free to ask any questions about Mind and Draw. Plan today, we're just going to do a wee kind of warm-up exercise, a wee bit of kind of blind drawing, continuous blind drawing, which we're going to create little patterns from it. And then I'm going to do a wee kind of recap of my plans going forward for Mind and Draw. That'll be about 5 minutes, because next week we've got Mental Health for Mental Health Week, which the theme is going to be kindness. So I'm going to do a lot of stuff relating to that next week, so I'm going to share that with you guys. And also finish off with a wee bit of still life drawing, but with a twist, where we're going to do a bit of still life drawing with a surreal background. This has been a fun exercise that I've been doing with a few groups in the past week or so, which has gone down well. So I'm going to share it with you guys with the live stream. So that's the plan today, and we'll just go from there. But again, all you need for this is some pens. So I've got my pens for it. If you've got pencils, that's brilliant. Some paper, and also an object. Just any object around the house, just to draw to any object. So just a wee recap there. Got a few people coming on right now. We're going to start in about a minute or so, and we'll just go from there. We're going to start just on 10 past. I'm just looking at my clock right there. It's 10 past. We're going to start, just so that people can come in and get ready. But if you're ready to go, just put a wee comment on the chat. I think the chat is opened, so hopefully it is open, and we'll just go from there. If not, just give it a wee shout, but I don't know if it is. My chat is open, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. So yeah, so the plan, all you need for this is pens, pencils, paper, and an object, any object around the house. I'm going to be drawing scissors today. I just found some scissors. That's what I'm going to be drawing, and that's really it. So the kind of wee recap of the session. We're going to start off with a wee bit of blind drawing, a wee bit of continuous blind drawing, nice wee warm up exercise. Then I'm going to do a wee kind of recap of my plans going forwards for Mind and Draw, and we're going to finish off with a bit of still life drawing, but with a twist where we're going to create a real background with that object. But I'll give you a bit more information about that when we get there. So it's going to be about we're going to be here till about quarter to 3. So we've got about half an hour, 35-minute session today, and we'll just go from there. But yeah, we'll get started now. So the way how I do this is really simple. I'll share what I'm going to be doing with you guys, and then what I'll do, I'm just going to move the camera down where I'm going to be drawing, so you'll see me drawing, and then I'll push the camera back up and stuff like that. So you'll see the camera move up and down. I'll share the exercise, let you do it for about 10 minutes. I'll move my camera down, and I'll be doing it as well. So we'll be drawing together throughout this session. So the first thing we're going to do is do a wee bit of blind drawing, nice wee warm-up exercise. But what I want us to do is just get a pen or a pencil, get some paper, and what you want to do, if you've got, the good thing when you're doing blind drawing, if you've got a piece of paper and you're on a table, if your table is a bit slippery, if you've got tape, that might be ideal for this. I'm just going to get some tape right now. So I'm just going to go and get some tape right now. Just found some blue tack. Found some blue tack. So, because sometimes the paper does move about when you're doing a blind drawing, so just get some blue tack, and just so that you can hold that piece of paper down, so it keeps it steady. So we are going to do a bit of blind drawing, but this time it's going to be about blind drawing but with creating patterns on top of it. So what I want you to do is you're going to do a blind portrait of yourself, but I want you to do it 5 times on the same piece of paper. And I want to, for the 5 drawings, it's going to be 5 different colours as well. So I'm going to pick 5 colours: purple, green, grey. Just trying different kind of colours here. So I've got my 5 colours there. So I'm going to do 5 blind drawings, and it could be a blind portrait. You can do one that's a blind portrait, or if you want to do an object, do a blind drawing through an object. That's okay. I'm just going to do 5 blind portraits of myself on the same piece of paper with 5 different colours. And what that's going to do, it's a good, nice wee warm-up exercise, and it's a good way to get us going for the start of the session. So I'm going to do that right now. So all you need for this session is 5 colours. So it can be 5 pens or 5 pencils, piece of paper, 1 piece of paper, and you're going to do a blind portrait of yourself. So you're going to do 5 blind portraits, or if you want to do maybe 2 blind portraits, or maybe focus on an object, do a blind drawing of an object, that's okay as well. That's fine. So we're going to get started. I'm going to get started right now. Got my 5 pens ready. This is going to be a kind of warm-up exercise just to start a session. It's a good way to create patterns as well, and a great way to kind of mindfulness exercise as well. It's a good bit of fun as well. And so we'll go from there. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to move the camera down. So you're going to see my drawing now. And you'll see myself. I'm going to do that right now. So as you can see, I'm moving the camera here. Get any questions, just let me know. I've got the chat open, and I'm just going to move the camera. As you can see now, you can see the pens there. As you can see, I've got here a piece of paper and my pens there. I'm just going to move the camera back up, actually, sorry, because when I do the blind drawing, I take my glasses off like that, and I'm just going to do a blind portrait of this. So I'm just going to do a quick demonstration. You can see my face, so I'm going to do one right now. So I've got my blue out, and I'm going to do a blind drawing. So I'm going to start off with the eyes here, and then I'm just going to start with the eyes, down to the nose, up to the other eye, get the eyebrows in, ear to ear, so you get the head shape in, then back down to the neck and shoulders, and then finish off the mouth. Always keep the pen on the paper. That's my wee tip for you. Keep the pen on the paper and just go from there. And also, you can mix up as well. You can maybe start with the mouth, that's okay. You can start with the head, it's up to you. Usually I just start with the eyes, that's my usual start point. But you can mix up, it's up to you. So I'm going to get started. I've done my first one right there. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put the camera back down, and then you're going to see my drawing, and then I'm going to finish with 4 more drawings, or 4 more blind drawings. So we're going to do that on the same piece of paper, create a little pattern from this. It's a good weekend of mine. The first time you'll do this, you'll feel a bit nervous doing this. You know, if you've never done blind drawings or done a blind course, you will feel a bit nervous, but the more you do it, the more you get more comfortable doing it. So that's why I always say do 5, because you'll get more comfortable doing it. So let's see how it goes with that. We'll spend about 10 minutes on that, and we'll go from there. So what I'll do, I'm moving the camera right down here so you can see my drawing here. There's my drawing, and we'll just get going. So I'm using different colors here. So I'm using different paper. So hopefully this will create an interesting pattern from this. So don't worry if the pen goes on the page, that's okay. Oh dear, that's an interesting one. We'll go with green this time. Let's see. Oh, that's interesting. So we'll go for purple. As you can see, it's an interesting patterns coming out of this already. Oh, interesting. Yeah, and we'll do one more here. It's very expressive here, actually. This is quite interesting. There we go. Oh, interesting. There we go. So that's mine here. I'm just going to show you that. Sorry, you always get lots of marks on the table, so I'm just going to put my camera back on. There we go. It's a good wee exercise, this. This is a good wee warm up. There's my one there. You can see lots of different blind drawings there. There we go. So that was my example there. I've just put one on top of each other, like that. And it's quite a nice wee pattern, actually. It's quite an interesting one there. It's good wee warm up, this. You know, it just gets everyone going. It gets a nice kind of the creative juices going as well. Nice wee exercise. I just tried this for the first time there. This is interesting. Usually when I do a blind drawing, I'll just do 1. It's a good wee icebreaker. But I thought I'll try 5. It's a good wee kind of mindfulness. It's very relaxing just doing it one after the other with different colours. It creates a nice little pattern. So I hope you're doing well with this one. Again, if you get any questions, just let me know. I'm just sharing these kind of ideas through this live stream. These can be done at home easily, easily done at home. It's a good wee icebreaker with friends and family. It's a lot of fun with blind drawings and doing blind portraits and doing blind drawing in general, because the good thing about it, none of the same, they're all different styles as well, and there's no right or wrong with it. It's a bit of fun, really, and that's the idea with these live streams. Really, there's no right or wrong with it. So, obviously now we've done. I'm going to go on to the next step now. Take your time, don't obviously rush it, but I'm just going to go on to the next step. And obviously now you've got your blind drawing right here. So I've done my 5 blind drawings right here. What I want to do is just maybe add a wee bit of colour to it. So you can add some eye colour to it. You can add some kind of skin colour to it if you want. You could add some hair to it. So just add some features to these blind drawings. Or if you want to just kind of fill in the patterns as well, add different colours to the patterns, because there's a lot of kind of big gaps as well. That's okay. So you've got your pattern now. Just add some patterns to it now. That's the kind of idea behind this next step. Add a bit more colour. Add a bit more design to it as well. So add maybe eye colour, features and stuff like that. So that's your next step as well. So again, use different kind of colour pens. It doesn't need to be the 5 colour pens that you chose before. Fix up this time using different colours and just fill in the kind of gaps and holes from here. You can add a wee bit eye colour, add a wee bit of hair, stuff like that. So that'd be the next step. Just add a wee bit more colour and more features using different colours. So that's your next step. I'll spend a wee bit, about 5 minutes on that, maybe 10 minutes on that, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to again move the camera back down, just like this. There we go. I'm just going to move it here. I think that's looking good. There we go. I'm just going to get some pens again, different kind of colour pens. There we go. Get some red in there. Let's see. Orange. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to add a wee bit of eye colour to this. So I'm just going to fill in different colours in here. So this is what I'm doing right now. You know, you want to add some eyes to this. You know, fill in some of the palms. Nothing wrong with that. You can see there. This is a good way to just relax. You know, I do a lot of kind of pattern drawing, a lot of kind of mindfulness patterns and stuff at home. It's a good way to just relax and just, you know, if you've got bad music in the background, it's always a great way to just relax and let the past go by, let the time go by. It's a really good exercise. This. And when you're doing a bit of blind drawing, it just creates a lot of patterns for you as a kind of starting point as well. Because the one thing a lot of people do struggle with is when they're starting that artwork, who are maybe a beginner, is just what they're going to draw, you know, and stuff like that. So when they see a blank piece of paper, they think, oh, I just don't know what to do. So this is a good wee starting point. It just creates a little kind of pattern, and you can work from that. So that's what we're doing right now. And that's the kind of idea behind these this exercise. It's just creating patterns with an exercise and just filling in the kind of gaps and creating colours and stuff like that. And just being mindfulness, really. It's a nice like mindfulness. If you can do this for about an hour and stuff like that, so it's a really good exercise. So I'm just going to fill in some of the gaps. You can see that's what I'm doing right now. You know, there's a lot of kind of. So I just did 5 blind drawings there, five blind portraits. I'm just going to try. Really fun exercise this. Just don't worry about the camera shaking. That is actually me who's doing that. It's just because the table is a bit wobbly and it's shaking onto the camera. So don't worry if it's not an earthquake or nothing like that. It's just actually just me drawing. And the table's a bit wobbly, unfortunately. So there you go. So don't worry about that if you think that I'm shaking or something like that. So hope everyone's doing well today on this Friday afternoon. Nice day outside. And hope everyone's staying safe and are well. I'm doing well myself. This is now, I don't know how many live streams I've done, but I've done quite a few live streams, and I think I'm on my 7th live stream. I think I'm on my, but you do kind of lose track on it. But hope everyone's joined the stream. Everyone's doing well. I'm just doing a bit of mindfulness. I'm just checking the time here. We'll spend another 8 minutes on this, and we'll go on to the next exercise. So we'll just spend another 8 minutes on this. Now, these exercises you can take away with you. You can do this at home. It's a nice, wee, fun exercise. Always recommend doing some blind drawings. You can use any colours you want for this. You know, even though you use 5 colours for the first part, you can use different colours for the second part. So be as expressive as possible with the colours. You can do different kind of colours if you want. There's no harm in that. I'm not going to see it anyway, so you can do what you feel most comfortable. You can use pens, you can use pencils, stuff like that, crayons, it's up to you. I'm just using pens today, and just go from there. So as you can see, I'm just filling in the patterns, you know, all these little wee kind of gaps and stuff, and just filling in the patterns, really. That's all I'm doing, really. It's a great way. I'm just very relaxed right now doing this. It's very, you know, very pretty. You know, I'm just going to pencil it. There we go. It's a fun exercise, this. You know, it's just a nice. Again, this could be for kids and adults. You know, kids can do this, adults can do this. You know, and all you need is a couple of pieces of paper. You've got a wee sketchbook at home. that's not a problem. Just all you need is some bits of paper and some pencils. Even if you've got a biro pen and stuff like that, any kind of drawing materials would be good for this. What everyone's doing well today in this live stream. We're just doing a wee bit of blind drawing. I'm just checking the time. I'm just looking at the time right now, just so that I'll time this well. Still 5 minutes in this, just finishing touches here. You may not be able to finish this, but you can come back to it at the end of the session or after the session, not a problem. I'm just giving you this exercise you can try again at home, and that's really it. So, yeah. Just finishing off here. Usually I would have a bit of music in the background for this, but since it's a live stream, I don't like putting music on the live stream. It doesn't really pick up well, so hence why there's no music. I did try music once and didn't really go down well. I didn't really like it. So, but again, if you're doing this at home, you can get your earphones out and headphones. You can do a bit of listen a bit of music and do this. It's really fun. And I do that myself actually. Just get some music and just do these little patterns. It's really fun. It just relaxes me really. So totally recommend doing this. Just finishing this off a wee bit, just finishing touches, and we'll just go from there. I'll just do 2 more colours and then that'll be me. I'm just finishing this off here. There we go. Right. A couple more minutes, I'm just finishing touches. So I'll just put this back up here just so that we can go on to the next bit. So this is my kind of finished, not finished one really, but this is the, so you can see I've just added a lot of patterns in there. But I'm going to keep working on that. You can see that's the idea behind it. It's what I kind of mentioned this pattern session. So it's going to be exercises. So that was 5 blind drawings. I've done 5 blind portraits that were done there, and then I've just kind of added more colour to it. But it's a good way to kind of relax. If you've just got paper, you've just got pens, pencils, get a bit of music on and do a bit of blind drawing. But it does need to be blind drawing as well. If you've got something that you just want to do a lot of little doodling, it's a great way to just relax. Spend an hour on that. It's a lot of fun. It's a really good exercise. Totally recommended. So that's just that's my not my finished one, but my kind of progress one there. But I'm going to keep working that soon. But what I want to do, I want to go on to the next part of the session, as we've only got about 20 minutes here for this session. So, time flies in, really, doesn't it? So I just wanted to kind of just talk about. I'll just get some more paper. Just what the plans going forward for Mind and Draw. Really, next week we've got Mental Health Week next week, which the theme is kindness. I will be doing some live streams as well. There's going to be a live stream again next Friday, which is the theme of kindness, where we're going to do some poster making based on kindness. I'm going to give some tips on how to create a poster, a motivational poster with the theme of kindness. There are also going to be some drawing challenges some video tutorials as well, and also other videos like sharing artwork. I will be sharing artwork through videos as well. I'm going to with sharing artwork. I've been doing a lot of videos on that where we just describe and talk about artwork really, and it's a wee 3-minute video about how the artwork was made and what the meaning behind the artwork was. It's a really good video. I've done a few already, which are going to be posted up next week through YouTube and social media. So I hope you like that, and that's really the plan going forward for next week. So we've got the live stream on Friday next week at 2 o'clock. There might be another live stream maybe during the week, but I'll let you know about that as well. But that's really the plan going forward with next week. So we've got the live stream on Friday, next Friday. We've got a few video tutorials which are going to be posted on through the week, with also the drawing challenges, maybe 1 or 2 of them, and also some videos about sharing artwork as well, about my artwork that I've done, which have been very important to me. But I'm going to be describing how they were made, and also what the meaning behind them are as well. And that's really it. So that's the plan going forward, and just wanted to kind of let you know about that, so that you can maybe spread the word as well. The social media stuff should be in the description below, so if you want to check out that, feel free to check it out. There's a lot of videos on there, Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, and also on YouTube as well. There's a few video tutorials as well, like drawing to music, and a lot of drawing to music sessions, and painting music sessions as well. So that's really the plan. Just wanted to let you know about that before we go on to the next session, the next part of the session. And yeah, so we're going to do it right now. Let's get started on the second part of the second session. We've got roughly about 15 minutes, 20 minutes before the end of this session. So the next part of the session is we're going to do a bit of still life drawing. Now you just need an object for this, just one object around the house, and that's really it. Again, just use pens, pencils, paper. That's all you need. If you've got other materials, that's brilliant as well. I'm just saying pens and pencils. That's kind of the stuff. Maybe it's up to you. Really, charcoal you can use. If you've got charcoal, brilliant. If you've got paints, brilliant. But I'm just using pens and pencils today for this exercise. So again, you just need an object and some pens, pencils, and paper, or any other drawing or paint materials. And what I want to do is, with the object, you draw the object. So just draw the object on the middle of the paper. And then what you want to do, the second part, this is where it's going to be interesting, is think of a background or a scene that is completely surreal and irrelevant to that object. So that's what it's going to be about. So you're going to draw the object just in the middle of the paper. And then the second part, you're going to talk about backgrounds and scenes or things that are going to be totally unrelatable to that object, and then you're going to draw it. That's the idea. So a kind of example really would be if you were drawing sunglasses, and you drew the sunglasses, and you were thinking, right, what would be an unusual background? What would be an unusual scene? And then you think, well, you wouldn't wear sunglasses in the rain or in a stormy weather. So something like that, you then draw like a stormy background and darkening clouds and rain in the background. So that's kind of like the kind of idea behind it. So just a wee kind of recap, what you do is you draw the object that you've picked, and you then just second part, create a background or create a scene that is completely unrelatable to that object. Now, some examples I've included there. I think one person drew a house. They had this is a wee example from a previous group. She drew a house. She had a wee ornament of a house, and she drew a house, and what she did for a kind of steel background was she drew eyes on the house and a mouth in the house, completely weird and interesting, and different other houses around it. It's like an army of houses, which was pretty weird but pretty fun to see. So that was just one example. One other person drew she had a Toblerone bar, and what she did, she made it into a caterpillar, which was quite fun as well. So it's like stuff like that. That's kind of idea behind it. So that's really it. So what we're going to do, we're going to spend about 10, maybe 15 minutes on that. Again, if you get any questions, just let me know. Just a wee kind of recap. Pick an object, draw the object. Then the second part, think of a background or a kind of scene or something that's irrelevant to that object and draw it. That's the idea behind it. So that's going to be the plan today. And then we'll finish off about 10 to 3, and we'll finish off from there. Again, if you've got any questions, just let me know. Happy to answer them. What I'm going to be doing with this exercise as well, I'm going to be putting up like drawing challenges throughout next week, which we'll probably dive into that more. But I'm going to share it today with a live stream so people can try it at home. So again, you can do this at home. It's a really good fun exercise. So let's get started in that. what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the camera back down onto the paper, and then we're going to start drawing. What I've picked for this session, I've just picked a pair of scissors. It's a random pair of scissors. So there we go. So get started with that, and we'll get going. Yeah, so let's go. Let's go, and I'm going to move the camera down here. There we go. I've got my pens there. Now I might change up here. I might go into the pencils. Alright, so just something different. I'm going to go with the pencils. So I'm just going to move that camera. Sorry. There we go. There, I'm just checking that's okay. I'm just going to move that phone there. Let's go. Right, so I've got roughly about 15 minutes on this. So I'll give you 15 minutes on this, and then we'll have a wee kind of conclusion, a kind of recap just to finish off. So I'm just going to do this here. That's okay. I'm just going to put that there. And so I'll just try the shape right here. Just do a rough sketch here of this. Let's try here. Don't worry about the camera moving, it's just me, well, the kind of screen moving, it's just me just drawing. Just getting that started there. So what I've done there, I'm just going to put the camera back up there. I've just started on the kind of scissors there. That's my scissors there. Now I've just done the object there. I'm just doing a little sketch right now, just a rough sketch. I'm not adding any colour to it, but I'm just doing a rough sketch, just getting the kind of the kind of sides right and stuff like that, get the layout right for that. So I'm just working on that right now. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to add a wee bit of colour to it as well. And then I'm going to start onto the kind of pseudo part as well next. I haven't thought of an idea for the pseudo part, but I'm going to get on that right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the camera back down, just like that. So if I just check that's okay, that's good. Okay. Try it. Let's try to get these scissors kind of the right shape. Yeah, a little bit more into this. Let's try a bit more. Just using pen for this. Just down on my kind of serial part now. Well, everyone's doing well today, you know, just everyone's doing good. Just kind of me just doing a bit of drawing today. Right, so I'm just going to put the camera back up here. So we've got another kind of 8 minutes in this. There we go. Just there we go. And there's my, as you can see, my serial part there. I've got the scissors part. I've just drawn a few eyes on the kind of holes bit there. Just that my serial part. I'm still working on that bit there. Still going to finish on the actual scissors part. That, you know, just add a bit of grey there, and then we'll just go from there. But I'm still working on that. This will be kind of progress how I'm doing. How everyone's doing well at home. So a wee recap of what we're doing is we're just doing a bit of still life. So you pick an object, and then what you do is you draw that object, and then after that second part, you think of a background or think of a scene or think of stuff unrelevant or it's completely unrelatable to this object you're just drawing. So that's why I'm drawing a few eyes. That's completely, you know, and stuff like that. Make it as very surreal as possible, and that's what I'm doing right now. So yeah, that's kind of exercise today. We've got on about just about 10 minutes to go here. I'm just going to finish off this drawing and then we'll go from there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the camera back down again. Hope people are doing okay at home with this. Again, if you get any questions, my details should be on the chat. You know, should be on the chat. Again, you can message me on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. I'm on all social media platforms, so feel free to message me. You know, feel free to message me, and yeah, we can just go for this. I'm just checking if that camera's okay. Yep, it should be okay. So there we go. Just move that there, and there we go. So just. Yeah, don't worry about that screen there, it's just me doing a bit of drawing there. The table is a bit wobbly. There we go. Right. Hmm. I'm just going to put the camera back up there. Yeah, there we go. And I'm just going to show you there, there's mine there. So I've done two eyes for the holes there. That's my kind of surreal part there. But there's my scissors right there. Been working on that for about 15 minutes there. That's good. That's very good. Quite happy with that. So yeah, we've just got another 3 minutes to go here. Hope everyone's doing okay here on these two exercises. Yeah, so I'm just kind of a wee recap of what we've done today. We've done a wee bit of blind drawing, a wee kind of bit of continuous blind drawing. Good way to kind of start off a session. Good wee icebreaker. Totally recommend doing at home as well. All you need for that is pencils, paper, and yeah, that's all you need for that. And I'll give you a wee kind of recap of what we're going to be doing next week for the Mental Health Week for the Females Kindness. I'm going to do a lot like live streams, video tutorials, drawing challenges, and stuff like that. And we're finishing off obviously with just there. We've got still life with a surreal background. So all you need for that is just an object, some pens and paper, stuff like that. And what we did, we drew the object first, and then we created a kind of surreal element in background to the object. And there's my kind of example just there. As you can see, drew some scissors and then I drew some eyes. I don't know if you can see them there. There you go, some eyes there. Just a wee kind of simple surreal element to it. I probably should have said that at the start, just an element of surrealism of that. So that's what we did today. We're just kind of finishing off the session now. But again, I hope you've enjoyed the session. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. The next one's going to be at 2 p.m. again next Friday. more details will be on that on the social media channels. Again, social media channels are on the description below: Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. Again, check out the YouTube channel. There's a lot of other videos as well, like Drawn to Music videos and stuff like that. Tutorials. And if you've got any questions, just let me know. Feel free to answer the question. My details should be on the description below, but if you can find me on Facebook, just give me a message. Happy to answer any questions about Mind and Draw or about the video tutorial. The one thing about Mind and Draw is for everyone. It's anyone can do this. It's a fun little exercises. It's a lot. Yeah. So that's the idea behind Mind and Draw, and I hope you've enjoyed the session. So again, any questions, feel free to ask. Details are below. But I hope you've enjoyed it, and look out for the next live stream, which is going to be next Friday. So thanks again for joining in the live stream, and I'll see you soon. Cheers. Bye.